Today, we're going to dig into a problem I think pretty much everyone can relate to, being bored out of your mind in a classroom. We're going to look at a fascinating case study from a school in Indonesia that found an amazing solution, one that turned dull, boring lessons into something students actually got excited about. Let's dive in. Go back with me for a second to middle school. Can you picture it? You're staring at the clock on the wall, and I swear, the seconds are ticking backwards. The teacher's voice is just kind of a drone, and you are just completely, totally checked out. We've all been there, right? Well, that feeling, that was the daily reality for a group of 7th graders at a school in Cirebon, Indonesia. For them, learning, especially writing, was all about textbooks, and the word they used to describe it was monotonous. The result was pretty predictable: bored, unmotivated students whose skills just weren't going anywhere. So what we're really talking about here is a classic classroom problem. It's this challenge that happens when you rely on just one single tool, especially when that tool, well, just isn't very engaging. Yeah, this before picture probably sounds super familiar. It was all textbooks and paper worksheets, day in and day out. The research paper even used the word jenuh, which means something like fed up or saturated, to describe how the students felt. And this total lack of variety was just crushing their creativity. But then, something changed. To try and break this cycle of boredom, the teachers brought a new tool into the classroom. And this wasn't just another textbook. It was designed from the ground up to completely change how the students learned. So what is this thing? It's called Articulate Storyline, and the easiest way to think about it is like a supercharged presentation tool. It lets teachers build their own learning modules that are actually interactive, with things you can click on, scenarios that change based on your choices, all designed to pull you in, not just talk at you. So, what really sets this apart from a boring old textbook? Well, it combines everything a book can't. We're talking video, audio, animation, all rolled into one. It has interactive quizzes that give you feedback right away, so you know if you're on the right track. And this is a big one, it uses games, actual mini-games to make learning feel way less like a chore and a lot more like play. Okay, so it sounds cool in theory, but did it actually work? I mean, what did the students think? Let's get into the verdict, both from the hard data and in their own words. Okay, get ready for this. The results on motivation were absolutely incredible. When they asked students if the tool made them more motivated to learn, a full 100% of them said yes, no joke, and nearly 60% of them strongly agreed. That is a massive, massive shift. And, numbers are one thing, but hearing it from a student, that's something else. A 7th grader named Akila just put it so perfectly. She said, "I'm usually bored, but after learning with Storyline, I feel really happy and very motivated." You can just feel the change in that one sentence. And it wasn't just about motivation. Check this out. Another unanimous result. Every single student, 100%, said they felt more confident in their writing after using this new media. I mean, going from bored to confident, that's a huge win. Another student, Dinda, said pretty much the same thing, and she connected confidence directly with having fun. She said, "I am more confident when learning using Articulate Storyline and feel that learning is very fun." So you might be thinking, okay, they were motivated, they were confident, but was it all just fun and games? Or are they actually learning? Well, you guessed it, another 100% result. Every student agreed that the software helped them actually understand the concepts better. And this is where it all comes together. A student named Kanaya really connected all the dots for us. She said, "I feel that I really understand what was studied, and I feel that I am more active following the lesson." So there you have it. Motivation, confidence, understanding, and active participation. The whole package. Okay, so we've established the students loved it. Big check mark there. But the real test, right? Did all this fun, all this engagement, actually translate into better grades? Did it lead to real results? And this is the genius of it. The fun wasn't just random. It had a purpose. For instance, there was a mini-game where students had to put together a digital puzzle. As soon as they finished the puzzle and saw the picture, their assignment was to write a detailed description of it. See, it's a perfect blend of playing and practicing that gets the creativity and imagination flowing. And the data totally backs this up. A huge 93.6% of students said, "Yes, this tool directly helped me get better at writing." That right there is the direct link between feeling engaged and building a real skill.
And here it is, the bottom line. The proof is in the pudding, right? After all this, students' final scores on their writing assignments ranged from an 85 to a 96. The researchers just flat out called that a very good result. This shows that all those positive feelings weren't just a side effect. They were the pathway to doing really well.
So what's the big lesson here? What can we take away from this one classroom in Indonesia that might apply to, well, learning everywhere? Well, here's the crucial point. The right kind of media isn't just a cool gadget or a fancy add-on. It can be a truly fundamental tool that changes learning from something that's done to you into something you actively do. It makes the whole experience more meaningful and a whole lot more effective.
So, let's just boil it down. What are the big takeaways? First, interactive media is a powerhouse for boosting motivation, confidence, and getting students to actually participate. Second, when students are engaged and happy, it can lead to real, measurable improvements in their schoolwork. And finally, technology, when used the right way, can transform learning from a passive chore into an active, creative journey.
You know, this whole story just gives us this amazing glimpse of what's possible when we rethink the tools we use in education. It really leaves you with a big, important question to chew on. How can we take the lessons from this one classroom and figure out how to make every classroom this engaging?